All right, everyone. Thanks so much for listening to another episode of Full Body Cast Presents Garage Night. Garage Night brought to you by Cole Street Brewery, 1627 Cole Street, Enumclaw, Washington, 98022. Mazatlan as well. Bordeaux Wine Bar. Possibly have a few more coming up. A lot of fun stuff planned. I'm trying to plan more. We're going to have our own fantasy football. I don't know. What do we call it? We call it just fantasy football? Garage Night Fantasy Football? Anyway, we got Craig Bentley on the mic.
2 feet all in. Here we go.
We got
What?
we got Corey Bentley on the mic as well.
That was bad.
Where's your hands at?
Was that
Two hands all in?
yeah? 2 hands up top. Was that like the old clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose?
Pretty good.
That was
Sure.
that what you're going for?
Yeah, that's what it was.
All right.
It's pretty good.
Hey, he
He's
got us
up.
amped up.
He's all in on
Dude,
this.
I'm pumped.
This fantasy football week, probably. You're drafting probably somewhere
Soon.
this week or next week, probably.
Yeah, So real quick, some free advice. Any free advice going on right now for
Draft Colts.
draft the Colts?
Jonathan Taylor.
So I got a lot of keepers for Jonathan Taylor. He's number one, would you say? Or Derek? Derek.
Titans are horrible.
Jalen Hurts, sleeper pick.
Third. Is it?
He's the third sleeper pick.
He's gonna figure out it's either gonna be Derrick Henry or Jonathan Taylor.
Or
They're
Jalen.
gonna go one or two,
Yeah.
and then Jalen Hurts third.
Count it.
Value pick.
2 feet all in. 2 feet all in.
Have you guys figured out your guys' name for the last place team?
Yeah,
Yes, we
actually,
did.
Corey can tell you what the name is, and I think you will appreciate this name.
So
Yeah,
You'll know exactly what it is.
Champions,
and I'll know who it was.
Champion Skary Skelleys let his children help him decide.
Oh wow!
And the new team name of the last place person is the Squirtle Squad. And then I was specified that to make the picture, I could not put the cool sunglasses on them, which I don't know what that means, but I'm assuming you do.
I do. This is way better than Full Buddies, and then a picture of me.
Yeah. So that's what the name turned out to be.
Is the person that we're going to be careful with here? Is he okay with it?
I think he likes it.
He actually does. He's going to just keep going around going, Squirtle, 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 Squirtle.
That's great. That's great. When do you guys have your guys' draft?
It would be real close to this coming out, probably the 13th.
Yeah, it's the 13th, so tomorrow? When is
Okay.
it coming out?
This is around that time.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah, 12. This come out the 12th.
Yeah.
Dean Stoneburner, been hanging out with him here and there during the summer, getting some, we'll drink, get some fire going, BS.
You get some golfing advice from him?
I did.
Because he's a golfer now.
He's a golfer now, just like you.
His brother's a retired member of our league.
We've got a we got some trips planned coming up. And anyway, I did though kind of mention because he does fantasy football, and he's a big poker guy too. And I said, hey, this league that Craig and Corey are in, they like to do the buy-in. They'll play for the buy-in, a big poker game. So basically, you're just putting in, whatever. What do you guys got? 10 or 12?
10 people.
And then your buy-in is what?
200.
So divided by.
Well, when we do the poker tournaments, the buy-in for the poker is $50.
Okay.
And then the winner gets their buy-in, and then other people get paid out, and we pay for some stuff for the league as it happens.
Gotcha.
It's a whole it's an accounting scenario.
And you just handle it all.
Yeah, he helps me handle the money.
And has he paid out every time?
COO.
Every time.
Nice. What's up?
Where is everybody?
So, what?
Where's Jacqueline?
Oh,
Upstairs?
probably with Megan. Madden's at work, and Kane's spending it at Pop Banana's house.
I gotta go to softball.
Okay, love you. Bye. Good luck.
Well, Eddie was asking if Jacqueline can play, so I'll
Hey,
see.
tell the Fast Schultz I said hi.
Who?
I
tell-
did not even see you back there.
Yeah. Hey, tell them I said hi.
I will. All right.
Who?
see you later.
Where did that come? What did old man voice come from?
Dude, that was bad. And I was trying to cough and talk.
You said Fat Schultz.
Fast Schultz.
Who's that?
So some members of her team.
Oh, okay, yeah. Which she tried. Anyway, I'm not frustrated. Say that frustrated. So, and Mazatlan is the sponsor for them. Did you know that?
No, I did not know
They
that.
have some Mazatlan.
They don't have a Mazatlan jersey like I have.
They do.
Do they seriously have a new one now?
It was just a T-shirt. This is Mazatlan.
Oh,
on it.
I got a full jersey.
But anyway, so you guys play the poker, finances. Have you won the league yet, Corey? You've won it like the second year, right? Your third year in.
I won it the very first year ever.
And then you haven't.
I haven't won it since. It's been almost 20 years.
And it sucks seeing all that money go into a bank account.
I'm not worried about the money.
Oh, it's about pride for you.
I just want the championship. I haven't held the championship trophy because the original year of the trophy
Yeah.
had a smaller one. So by the time we upgraded the big one, I haven't had it yet.
And you like, so what age were you when you won it?
But it was 05, so
So were you under 21?
no, I was. Well, yeah, I was 20.
Yeah. So you haven't even been. You haven't got a drink out of the cup yet.
Well,
Craig, when have you won it?
I won it.
Are you?
Last time I won it was 17 or 18.
Was it close? Did it come down to the wire?
he beat me. I've
Whoa.
lost four.
Oh,
I've
was it-
lost 4 championship games.
Oh, was it the one where you guys?
It was a couple years ago.
Yeah, it
we
was like-
talked about it.
Yeah, it was like some trade you guys did, or something where you like benched somebody, or you did something like right before.
I don't know. He just beat me.
Yeah. Okay.
I've lost to Skary Skelleys twice in the championship game too.
Speaking of Skary Skelleys, let's throw him on here. Skary Skelly. You know what yeah, there he is. Okay. Let's do the patrons first. So if I exit this page. Kellen Hall, Holly Graff, Eric Madrid, Adam Kenny Art, Seth Loop. We need to have him on soon. You been golfing with Seth?
Going tomorrow night. Well, I went a couple weeks ago and a tournament a couple weeks ago with him.
I thought you had a draft tomorrow. Desi B, Cassie Spencer, Amanda Keating, Shekinah Sarver, Jared Skelly, Homer Robertson, Veronica Lara, Ben Illman, Jamie Roberts, Jamie Kenny. I got something. Will you give? I want to see. I don't see him. If I give you something, will you give it to him?
Yes.
Okay. Jamie Kenny, Apollo Doodle, Jackson Sidehook. Thank you very much for your $5, Jackson. We're going to talk about the shift one of these days and how it's ruined baseball. One of these days. Stay tuned. Might be this one. Listen the whole time. Sasha Carey, Russell Brandon. Do you guys see Russell Brandon ever? Can I give you a hoodie that you can give him?
Every once in a while, I see him in the store, but it's random.
Would you run out to your car and be like, oh, here's this like
Stop.
moldy, smelly hoodie that Travis gave me months ago.
I'll get his. If I see him, I'll get his mailing address.
I already got his mailing address.
Oh,
I just drive it out.
Oh, okay.
Thomas Savageau, Anthony Wright, new member Anthony Wright, and we might see he's at a tier where he gets to kind of choose to be on an episode. So maybe we'll bring him on this episode. He's not a high tier; he's the top tier,
Wow.
top tier candidate.
We haven't had somebody come on the show yet that has chose to come on the show.
Right.
Yeah, we force people in here.
You guys draw straws. Okay, first one out of the poker tournament has to go on our show.
Now,
No.
Seth loves coming on.
You know what? He does. You know what's best is what you should do. You should play it that way, is so that no one goes all in. Because sometimes people don't you have one person or who
Yeah.
was it?
Thou that shall not be named goes all in quite a bit around the first hand.
He doesn't like playing that tournament.
That's right. So this will keep him in. Say, hey, there's a new caveat.
He just won't play.
He's like-
Just the chance that he could be out first.
Although next time you do get Seth on, he'll be able to talk about will have his first fantasy draft soon.
Oh yeah, you know how much crap.
Oh, Seth
let's
is
just
in
bring
this-
that up real quick.
Gosh, no, I forgot. I got PTSD.
You know how much Seth has been on this show and numerous times how he hated fantasy football. He thought it was dumb. He likes football, but he thought what we did was dumb. He's gonna be in one of the smaller or my small league, and because he wants to be a part of it. 180-degree turn.
Mm.
Let's see how he does.
I don't care.
I know.
Why don't I care?
You do this to yourself.
You do.
How?
Because
I host a podcast with you.
Because
guys.
that reaction, he loves it, and he's never gonna do it because
I
he
do
loves
this
that
thing
reaction.
with you guys. I enjoy
We
you
are-
people.
He loves that reaction.
We are doing a
No.
No.
No. No, you're making it up now at this point. It's going to be just me in a league with bots. And it's just, and each team's going to be ran by Craig.
There's not a full buddy league?
I always think about doing a full buddy league, and then I always, like, I'm too late.
The problem is you think about it, and then, like, the day before football starts, you're like, oh, let's get everybody hurry up and get in this. We need to do a full buddy league.
That's true.
Yeah, why don't you plan it out? Why don't you see if you could get 10 people?
It's too late now.
Why? It's August
It's
1st.
August 1st.
Not with listening.
That's true.
You can post it on Facebook right now. You have.
I'm in Seth Pullman's group. He hit me up out of nowhere. So shout out to him.
To join a league?
I'm in his league, and it's turning into a dynasty league. It sounds like it's 12
dynasty
people.
leagues are fun.
I got some people on there that I don't know if they're my biggest fans, which is pretty much everywhere I go. So it's nothing too weird.
So it's a 50-50 league?
This is the not want to do it in person now either.
I know what he's
Did the
talking
league
about.
change?
Yeah.
That could be good, though.
No, I'm not there. I mean,
That could be a good,
we
like...
always have awkwardness.
I hope that you guys play, like, 2 games a year against each other, and you should bet on them.
We'll see.
Yeah. It'll be a good little thing.
But when you do bet on it, it should be live for everybody to see the
Reactions and stuff like
Yes.
that. We'll see. Maybe I'll do that. I mean, I always kind of picture myself as a mini barstool, the Eno Claw barstool every once in a while. I know that Kyle Pierce has now turned it off. He's whatever. I don't like that. But yeah, I think it's about the reactions and the camaraderie and the brotherhood. But sports is where you like you're best friends with people and you all watch the same sport. You might have the same team, but this goes to people but you get absolute delight. They're your best friend, and you watch their team just get massacred, and it's the best thing in the world. You're never rooting for your best friend's team. Have you ever rooted for the Colts?
Yeah.
Have you ever rooted for the Eagles?
As long as they don't play the Colts.
But when they do play...
I don't care about the NFC at all.
Okay. I thought.
You think that I root for, like, Seattle to suck? Because most of the people I know are Seattle
see,
fans?
I do the same thing for the Niners, but, all
But
that.
that's an actual thing, though, Seahawks Niners.
Like, I absolutely hate the Cowboys.
Yeah, he won't root for the Cowboys.
Right, so then who do you know that's a good Cowboys fan?
Angelo. And I love giving him
Angela's a
crap.
huge
That's the
Cowboys
best. It's
fan.
great, isn't
Yes.
it? And who's your guy that you like to give crap to?
Pugsley was a Titans fan for last time that I heard. So we used to go back and forth. We had a bet that I never had to pay off because he left. I was supposed to wear a Titans jersey.
Pugsy's funny. Speaking of that group, I hung out with Scott O'Hanlon the other night. Had a
With
great
Sean,
time.
With Sean?
Yeah. And Sean too.
Yeah.
Sean and Donna. And wait, who's
Sean McDonald.
No, Sean McDonald, sorry.
Yeah. And then Toby.
Toby
is part, yeah.
And I called him I don't know, I kept calling him a bunch of names. Yeah, so I got to meet him. That was fun. And then Vanita, obviously, and but anyway, we got to bring Scott on.
Yeah.
Scott,
I've been trying to get him to come on for a while.
Dude, he's so funny.
Yeah. Because they met each other a while back because Sean sponsored some of the hockey teams. Scott plays hockey.
Yeah.
So they knew each other.
That guy is so stinking funny. And he knows how to be sarcastic.
There's people at work that think we're related. They
Well,
always think we're brothers.
Because you guys have that dry, funny, and you guys probably riff well with each other. He is an absolute fun. That was a fun time. Jared Skelly question. Just started watching The Wire. We did that one. Last time you pulled an all-nighter. Any good stories?
God, the last time I pulled all-nighter wasn't good at all because it was for work. I didn't sleep. Yeah, I was outside doing pumpkins for 12 hours. I can't do all-nighters anymore. Like,
yeah,
we stayed up. We both went into work, and then like halfway through, I had like 3 hours left, and I just was shutting down. Like I couldn't do it anymore. Like
you're just thinking but you're thinking of the money a little bit.
Well, it was just working like a night crew shift to come back in to fix stuff that went wrong, but I stayed up the entire time to go back in, and it was just terrible. I can't do all-nighters anymore.
You are weak.
Yeah, okay. I'm an old man. Leave me alone. I get made fun of for getting 8 hours of sleep.
Jamie's got fried chicken in the house, by the way. Cheap chicken if you guys want it. She goes, have them eat it. We've got tons, and she thought all the teenagers are here, and they're not here. So there you go. Sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. My wife has texted me. I didn't know if how she felt about
the chicken.
Yeah. But you said, sorry. You said.
No, I get made fun of for getting 8 hours of sleep. Like, I got to get 8 hours.
You have to. That's my brother, too.
Yeah,
You're
like,
my brother.
Like, I don't have kids, so there's nothing stopping me from getting 8 hours, so why wouldn't I?
But do you, like, go home early? Like, okay, guys, it's 10. I got to be up early for... And they're like, well, you're off tomorrow. I know, but I was planning on...
No, if I'm off, I don't do it. But when I work at 5:30 the next morning, like, I go home to go to bed.
Really?
Yeah.
You can't...
Ain't nothing we're doing that important.
You can't survive off of 6 hours, is what you're saying?
I mean, I'd make it through the day, but why do it? Ain't nothing we were doing that important. Entertain me better.
How about you? Any all-nighters?
I think the last one I did was for work also. So,
what are you surveying out in the pitch black?
a lot of stuff actually.
Roads?
Road channelization, like the paint that gets put down when they're paving a road, telling them where to put it right on hot asphalt. We do that quite a bit at night.
I think that should be your nickname.
Hot asphalt?
Hot ass.
Fault.
Yes, good one. But I don't really have a huge problem.
Yeah, you do.
Less sleep.
Oh, sorry. You're talking about not sleeping all nighters. I got it. No, but seriously?
Yeah, no, I mean, I was tired the next day.
But a quick nap knocks it out. You're done, and you get a little
go.
extra sleep. Yeah, I could do that.
I mean, I'm normal 5 hours sleep a night. I'm good to go.
So what? Bed by 11, up by 5, 4?
Yeah, I'm usually up about 4:30, and I have a routine, and you guys can make fun of this all you want because I do get. I either watch the 10 o'clock news or the 11 o'clock news, and then go to bed.
So you have to get a little news in.
That's how I judge when I go to sleep. It's
News-
either 10 o'clock, but if I miss the start at 10 o'clock, staying up till 11 to watch the 11 o'clock news.
News to
I feel like
snooze.
there's part of Craig that like misses 10 o'clock news and gets all giddy. Like, I get to sleep till 11.
He probably winks.
I missed it.
He probably winks at Carrie and goes, looks like we have some time for that 11 o'clock news show. She's like,
okay, let's watch another show, half-hour one.
I can't get too much sleep either, though. If I sleep for too long, then it's worse than if I didn't sleep.
What do you like from 8 to 8.5 hours?
Okay.
You can't go less than 8, but
If
not
I
more than 8.5.
If I go like over 9, then it's worse than if I slept 6.
so are you disciplined enough to be like, okay, I know I'm tired. I know I feel like I could probably sleep for another like hour, but I need to get up or else it's going to ruin
Now
my day.
I am. I used to not be. I used to just like when I was closing,
Yeah.
when I was working 4 to midnight.
Yeah.
Like I would stay up to like 3 in the morning and I would just sleep till like 2.
Yeah.
And then I would get up and feel like terrible and then go to work at 4.
I mean, I used to be like the late night video game player.
Yeah, I used to be a night owl, like 3, 4 in the morning.
And then when I got switched from close up to dairy,
when your dairy, the early shift.
dude, and then now it's like I'm stuck in that dairy one. I like it. I wake up, I'm not the 4:30 guy because that's too early for me. But I'm like the 5:30 to 6 a.m. guy.
I wake up at 5. I go to bed at like 9, 9:30.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And I'll go to bed at like 10:30. But I remember just being like, for whatever weird brain thing I had, 10 p.m. to midnight felt like it was like 4 hours of just freedom.
But can you just go to sleep though? Because that's the thing.
Yes.
So like when I leave, I have to leave so I can like wind down. Like,
No.
I can't just go to bed. So I got to leave at like 8:30 so I can chill out for a little bit before I go to bed. Other people I talk to, they're like, well, if I had to go to sleep at 9:30, I'll be at the bed at 9:30 and I fall asleep right then.
Yeah, no.
I can't do that.
I could pass out immediately. Like I'll go play a hectic video game that gets your like freaking like veins going, and you're like, and then I'll just like, all right, well, and then as soon as my head hits the pillow, I'm gone.
Yeah, I can't do that. I got to wind myself down before I go to bed.
I'm actually a little bit of both. Like I can most of the time I can just go to sleep. That wouldn't matter. But if I'm doing something like these last couple of weeks, we've had tryouts till like 9:30, 10 o'clock, and then we'll maybe grab something to eat afterwards to go over stuff. So I'm not getting home till 11:30 midnight. I walk in at midnight. I got to take a shower. I got to do stuff, and I can't just go right to sleep. So it's like 1 o'clock before I get to sleep. So it's if I'm doing something, it makes sense. But if I'm just sitting around watching TV, I could easily just go fall asleep right on a dime if I wanted to.
Yeah. So like on a flight, do you fall asleep?
I can't. I still can't. I still haven't tried it. I'm scared to.
Yeah. A Colorado flight, you're just...
We drove.
Are you John Madden?
If I was John Madden, I probably could have afforded the prices that it would take to fly there.
Dude, so we're driving to Colorado in September, me and my wife and my kids.
Yeah, just did it.
Where did you go?
So on the way there, we went basically through Oregon and Idaho. We were gonna stop
The top of Utah,
Yeah, well, we were gonna stop in
Ogden.
Ogden, correct?
Yeah,
But
I'm charting it out
but
right
we
now.
got to Ogden, and that was around 12 hours.
Yeah.
But we decided, it's a little bit more. So we went another hour-ish, got into Wyoming, stayed the first night in Wyoming,
Yeah.
and then drove
Like a
to
6-hour drive.
It was about 6.5, 7 hours to Denver, to where we were staying. Now,
That's exactly where I'm going.
on the way back, I've never been through a lot of those states, and I've never been through. So I decided on the way back to go directly north.
Into Montana?
I went up through Wyoming and hit 90 on like the eastern side of Montana, and then
Just
Montana
cruised
all the way
right
back.
all over.
Well, we were gonna we had it mapped out. We
Yeah.
were kind of gonna stay in Montana that night, and then we got a little further. I'm like, maybe we'll stay in Coeur d'Alene.
Yeah.
I drove home.
You drove the entire way back from Denver?
Yeah.
How long did that take?
So we left Denver at 4:00 their time, so it would have been 3:00 here, right? So it's 3 a.m. I pulled into my driveway at around 11:30 p.m.
At night?
Yeah.
Were you hauling balls?
We were decent. I mean, we only made stops to like go to this was our routine.
Dude, I might
Usually-
do that.
Usually it was a stop to go to the bathroom and then a stop at a gas station. That stop at the gas station also was like grab a snack and go to the bathroom. Then it just repeated that all the way home. And it
Every
worked out
other?
pretty well. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. No, it actually,
You're a long haul trucker.
yeah, like we weren't going to do that, but then it got to a point where it was like, it was worth it. And I was so happy we did. I was so happy we
Dude,
didn't stay
I have
somewhere.
to sleep in my own bed. Like I that's what I'll do. I will. So when I'll go to the Eastern Washington for like, Richland in the morning, and I'll go to like a graduation because my cousins live over there, my aunt and uncle live over there, weddings, and they're like, "You gonna stay the night?" I'm like, "No, I'll just leave at like midnight and get home by 4. Or 3. I'll just sleep." Like, I just love to be in my own bed. It's so much more of a hassle to get into a hotel room, check in on. It's like, why take that half hour and that other half hour of like checking in, checking out, and just drive. Just add 2 hours to it.
What do you head to Denver for?
Cousin's wedding,
Wow.
and it's gonna be in Denver on like like an hour away from Denver on a like a mountain somewhere.
I could be wrong, and a lot of people may disagree with me. I don't know. I've never been there before. That's one of the places that I've now been that I don't think I would want to live there.
Oh, really?
I didn't care for it.
Okay, I flew into Denver 2 years ago, but then we went to Wyoming because that's where my cousins and uncle and aunt live. But we spent one day in Denver. We hit some breweries and some pizzas, and we walked down to the ballpark, the Colorado Rocky ballpark, whatever that was, and and there was a game going at the time.
We actually went to the game.
How was that?
It was actually pretty fun.
Who'd you play? Who did they play?
They had Dodgers.
Really?
Yeah, it was actually pretty good. We got our whole team went. All the girls went.
Wasn't that Coors Field for a long
Yeah.
time?
Yeah.
Took a picture of drinking Coors Banquet at Coors Field.
That's good.
Yeah.
And then Brad
Yep.
ripped his shirt off, ran on the field, and got clobbered.
Well, you know what's funny too is the game we were at was the day after Avalanche won the cup, so they had the cup.
Oh, they were going
that
nuts.
end of the parade
Yeah.
was at the stadium. They brought the cup in and walked it up to home plate and a whole bunch of stuff.
Wow.
It was actually pretty cool.
That's way cool. That's awesome. Yeah.
So, yeah,
good
I could,
stuff.
like I said, I could be wrong, but I didn't. Maybe I didn't spend enough time there. But the week I was there, I don't know. I don't think I'd want to live there.
I've only been in the airport. Bought a Peyton Manning shirt, left.
Really?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Going to Denver. I've only been in the airport.
Oh, the airport. I thought you were just talking that you just only been to the airport. And I'm like,
I've
you
only been to
fly?
the Denver airport, and then I bought a Peyton Manning jersey or a little shirt there, even though it was a Broncos
It
shirt.
took off.
It was still a
I
Manning.
gotcha. I hear you.
And then we flew off again.
I hear you. All right, that makes sense. Mile Nigher is every friggin' Friday night. No, I try to do one like once a year. Like I get all excited. Like I want to play like board games with my brother, or want to like watch movies with the kids. I'm like, oh, we're gonna watch like the entire trilogy tonight. And then 1 a.m. hits, and I'm just like, see you guys. I'm going to bed.
I used to do it with video game releases.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, this game's coming out. I'm gonna put like 8 hours in it. Like,
yes.
Right now.
Take the day off.
But I can't do that anymore.
Yeah. No.
Sleep's too important.
Yeah. Last question from Jared Skelly, Skary Skelleys. Favorite F1 driver? Mario Andretti? I don't know.
I want the Mercedes dude.
The young one? So I think it's George something, like George Martin or George something.
Is this what he's talking about? Was it like an F1 series?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you talking about the one
like,
that's won all the
skipped it.
championships?
Wait a second.
Yeah, but they're not very good this year.
I'm putting this together.
I think it's George Russell, and then the dude that won all the championships is what's his name?
Did Jared pull an all-nighter watching F1,
So
his favorite series?
If you go on Netflix right now,
he watches all of them now.
if you go on Netflix,
That's what I'm asking.
There's an F1 series on Netflix where they do like behind the scenes
Mhm.
of their seasons. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Like Hard Knocks for
Okay. But it's for F1. So he started watching that, and so he got me to watch it. It's really interesting. It shows behind the scenes of all the teams, how much money it takes to run an F1 team, and like if you're not good, like you're not gonna last type driver type thing.
Yeah.
And so now he actually watches all the races.
He's into it now.
Yeah. So I'm gonna choose the Max Verstappen, the German guy, because he's good right now. I think he won the last race. He's for Red Bull.
I don't have anyone except for Mario Andretti.
Mercedes is one of the top teams. Red Bull's one of the top teams. Ferrari has a team. But they take it like it's serious. It's serious. It's serious money, and they go around the
I think
world
it's
racing.
Russell Hamilton. I think it's the guy I want.
Yeah, there's a Hamilton is one of the guys.
Yeah, I think that's it. I'll take him.
I don't think his name's Russell.
Oh, I could be wrong then. Oh, Lewis
Hamilton. And
That's
George
right.
Russell's his teammate.
I had to look that one up. Yeah, Lewis Hamilton. That's who I'll take. That's my name. That's my answer.
Lewis
That's
Hamilton.
your name and that's your answer.
Yep.
Is like the Michael Jordan of F1 or something like he's won like 7 championships.
You know, the cool thing about Craig is that his favorite
Is the winner.
is the winner.
Might as well.
Except for those Eagles. Except for that 1 year. Went to Vegas. Let me tell you this story real quick. Went to Vegas.
No, that's
In
not
July.
a story. It happens every month.
It does.
Again? Which
It
one
does.
is this?
We got...
Is this the girls' trip?
No, this was just me and Jamie.
You going in August? 'Cause-
No, I'm not going in
Whoa.
August, and I'm skipping September. But gosh darn it, I'm going back in October. And I already got the tickets. I'm at Stadium Swim, watching week 6. I think it's week 6 football
On that big.
on the big screens.
Nice.
Yep. It's the same weekend as NASCAR again. Didn't mean to do that. But it's also the bye week for the Raiders. So I wanted to have like a inexpensive trip to get down there because you're paying Raider rates. Anyway, I bet on the NASCAR race while it was going on. So I put I wish I would put more, obviously. I'm in Vegas. I should have put 20 each. I put 5 each. I would just bet on 4 drivers, and my driver won. And so my $5 netted me $55. So pretty fun. You know, I walked up. I don't sports bet often. You know, maybe if I'm there, something's going on. I did buy for the Mariners to win the pennant. Put $20 on that. If they do win the pennant, I didn't want to have them win this World Series.
Way to jinx it. Doing it again, just like the last time.
I put $20 on 380. I'd win if they go all the way. The odds are changed now. I don't think you can do that now. They've gotten better, but
Have they?
well, they've gotten better than what they were looking like.
They're better as long as they don't play the Astros.
The Astros are their kryptonite. but yeah. So when I went up and cashed my ticket in, like you could tell, like the guy I'm in Vegas. And I had a winning ticket. And you could tell he was like, all right, winning ticket. All right. Slides it in, slides it. He's not even looking at it. Just slides it in, slides it out. It registers, it scans it. And he's like, all right, $55. Like he's probably used to someone putting
He's just
$100 down on something.
looks over at the other guy. Small better over here.
I didn't tip him. There was even a tip jar there, and I'm like, yeah, no, I don't even have enough to tip you. I'm sorry. All you did was scan my ticket.
On your next trip, do you have to make a decision like last year between NASCAR and the club?
In the club, no, because I've been in NASCAR, but it's not my 40th.
So the club is this time.
No, it's ruled out. It's ruled out. Flying in Saturday, gonna spend the day, I don't know, we're doing what, and then Sunday, all day at the pool. I'm not leaving. I'm watching Sunday Night Football too. It's $130 for that chair that I'm paying for from 8 a.m. to have it from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. I am watching the freaking nightly news from that chair.
Don't miss the 10 o'clock news because you can't watch the 11 o'clock news.
I'm like, hey, Sunday Night Football just shut off. Could you quickly get it over to the 10 o'clock news?
I can't stay here past 11.
And then Sunday, we're just going to take it nice and easy and then go watch Monday Night Football somewhere. There's so many cool sports bars to watch Monday Night Football. And then fly out early when you're still sleeping and when you're just waking up. Flying out Tuesday morning. So excited. Looking forward to it. So yeah, that's my Vegas trip. And my past Vegas trip was super fun. Not much details on that. So won a NASCAR race and didn't shit my pants. So those two things right there.
Just everybody who listened to your story now
just hoping
like judge your Vegas trip based off whether you shit your pants or not.
Yeah. They're like on a scale of 1 to shit your pants. But I had one person reach out and they want to be on a future episode with a Holly and they have a shitting their pants story as well they want to share. So I think I've got a trend going right now.
A shit your pants trend?
A shit your pants trend. So, you know what could get you out of I'm just saying. What could get you out of the pumpkin thing?
I haven't lost our bet yet though.
What? Yeah, me neither. I came close. I'll tell you that, and that was the first thing that went through my mind. I'm like, shouldn't have been. There was no confidence in my farts, but I was doing it anyway, and I got like within a hair of like I realized that's not a fart. I got to go to the bathroom, and then I thought all I was thinking of. I'm playing around in my diapers. I can't lose this bet.
That would have been hilarious.
Yeah. But yeah, no, so I've learned a lot now too. Take a picture. I take a picture of the room now. I know what the room key is.
Why don't you just
download it to my phone.
A little badge with your picture that says, I'm Travis in room 304. So people can just send you back to where you belong.
If I look lost, please help.
I have IBS.
We'll just get you a Vegas t-shirt and it has all your information on it.
Dude, that's so good. Yeah, I know. But I've learned a lot. Learned a lot how to like do all this thing of finding your room.
How many trips to Vegas does that take?
It's too many.
Once a month for like the last couple of years.
I'm getting burned out on it too. I think I'm hitting my threshold of Vegas trips.
Watch out, Reno.
I'm already not looking forward to. October I am, but I'm not doing spring. I'm not doing winter. I'm going to Palm Desert in the.
What's the age he gets to when he switches from Vegas to Reno? Because that's the flip. When you
is
go,
it?
50,
you go to Reno instead.
I don't know. But all I know is I'm looking forward to October, but I don't think I'll probably go to Vegas again after that. I got to save some money. At this point, I got to like recoup.
Because people were dropping out of the podcast.
Well, yeah, it's the recession's coming, man. Inflation's going to get us.
You see the price of a gallon of milk?
Dude, it's bad.
That's a podcast member.
That is. Yeah, I feel weird about the whole thing, actually. That's funny you bring that up. I feel weird about the whole, I'm like, man, maybe I should just shut this Patreon down. It's nice to these people, but...
Hey, remember
the Patreon, not the podcast.
Remember what we talked about, though?
I didn't say that. That wasn't me. It was somebody behind me.
Choices. Those are their choices, Travis.
Yeah, I just feel weird. Am I taking somebody's, diapers away from their kids?
Oh, speaking of something, I just thought about it. Something just popped into my head. Have you heard that our annual MRFC soccer, golf thing is happening, and I hadn't heard about it?
I hadn't heard about it either.
Yeah, September or 8th or 9th, something like that.
Huh.
We getting a team together?
Huh?
We getting a team together?
I got it. So, fine. Let's talk beef. Let's talk beef right now. If we want to talk beef,
Burritos?
it has to do with some burritos. Last year, Andy Cardenas, the man, the myth, the legend, the man, he sponsored that time you played.
Yes. That's why I wore my Mazatlan shirt all day.
He paid for the whole thing. Mazatlan sponsored it. Earlier this year, this spring, Jamie goes, "Hey, do you think Mazatlan will sponsor my softball team?" I'm like, "I don't know." Well, could you ask him? I don't play softball. You can ask Andy. But anyway, I ask Andy. Yeah, boom. Pays for it. Softball sponsorships are not cheap.
No.
Plus getting shirts and all that crap. Then I had to like get a PDF from him. And she's like, "Hey, you need to get a PDF. You need to get a PDF." So I had to do all this, bug him. Finally, boom. And then I'm like, "Okay, we're good." And then like 2 weeks ago, like here's the thing, guys. Obviously, I'm sponsored. Obviously, these businesses do pay. Not they pay. They do pay. The podcast to sponsor. Anyway, we've settled on a good number between me and Andy. One where that's enough where I don't know. I feel like I'm having fun doing this, so it's weird to charge, if that makes sense. But I also would like to continue to buy equipment and upgrade like this 4K camera, stuff like that. Like what can we do here? She hits me up. She's like, "Hey, okay, so now we got the second part of the summer league." And I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, the summer fall league. Do you think he's?" I'm like, "No." And then she went up straight up and asked him. And I'm like, "Well, yo, you can't be sliding in front of me on this thing." So I got some beef with my wife on that.
So you're saying that it'll be her softball team and not the golf tournament?
That's what I'm saying.
Whoa.
Wow.
That is exactly what I'm saying.
We had a thing going.
We had a great thing going. And Jamie, she doesn't realize that, like, for me this year, he's always hooking me up. He's always such a nice dude. But for the podcast, it hasn't happened yet this year. And I just haven't billed him. And now I feel weird that I'm like, "Oh, hey, by the way, you just sponsored 2 seasons of my wife's softball. And hi, I'd just like to."
It wasn't your softball.
Right. But I mean, obviously he's doing it because he's a great guy, but he's also doing it, because it's my wife. So he's a great guy for that too. But
you know what model you should follow with sponsorships in softball, which we did before, was you get the sponsorship to pay for the league, and then you buy your own shirts. So they get advertising for the team members buying the shirts.
Yeah.
But they sponsored the league.
It's
like a flip-flop.
They may have done that. I don't know. But all I know is that I'm like,
did they go in there and eat?
So they would occasionally, but they'd get there because these games were like getting rained out at the beginning of the season, right? So now they play double headers every night, and they're like their second game is like starts at 8. So then when it's over by like 9:15, they go in there and it's like, places closing down on a Monday night. So yeah, no.
You got to bring that traffic.
Yeah, that's what I said. And so anyway, I got 2 enchiladas. I got tikka enchiladas right now. 2 beefs with my wife.
And that Bentley burrito
And
on
a little
deck.
cheesy.
Get that Bentley burrito on there.
Well,
Try.
might just have to
Break some kneecaps.
get another team. Call it something else.
Yeah, that's probably what's going to have to
Call
happen.
it Full Buddy and Mozzarella didn't sponsor us team.
There's another podcast that's popping up on the town too. I saw that.
Ooh, you got a rival?
But it's like a marketing one. It's like a
how-to?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. But maybe Dad, how do I? Like to sponsor the Dad, how do I?
Dad, how do I play
golf?
golf?
Video, how do you golf?
Yeah,
How do
Dad,
you tee off?
guys. Let's see what he
Yeah. He should be on the team and do that. Dad, how do I golf?
If I'll ask if he wants to be on. If we can get
You should talk to Chris, because I just got notified that was happening,
Yeah.
and I'm like, wait a sec. Chris told us about it before. Maybe he just hadn't seen us in order to tell us about it.
That can give him some live content for his video too.
Yeah, do that for sure. I got a dog barking up a storm, and we're at that mark. We need to shut this thing down. So let's do some shout-outs. I've already done the patrons. Thank you guys for doing that. I'm not shouting out my wife.
I will, you know what? Because you won't shout out your wife. I will actually shout out my wife for...
Let me leave.
Yeah. For all the people that are coming over to the pool, having a good time. And
so rude.
she helped, we kept everything cleaned up.
Picking up all the towels.
A lot of cleanup goes in the next morning when people are at the pool. And I do
This
my
is the
fair
Playboy Mansion over there.
I do my fair share.
There is a cove.
And I just want to give her a shout out for not caring. She has to do some loads of laundry and some other stuff.
I like Carrie, so shout out to her too. That's cool that you guys have this pool and this fantasy football league.
It's shutting down now of this episode, though. Shut down.
The best part is I feel like you would also let's just say Seth, a Seth Loop that hates swimming and going to the pool, and you're like, hey, you want to come to our pool?
He's actually been invited numerous times, and he's just not showed up. He must not be that big a deal to him.
Yeah.
I hate you guys. I hate every single one of you guys. I'm going to shout Seth Pullman for the fantasy football. There we go. Okay.
I will shout out one of your Patreon members, Jackson. He's been working on changing his softball stance into a power hitter and watching YouTube videos for his college softball team.
Who's Seth? Who?
Jackson. Mariano Rivero.
Wait, he's
going back to school and he's on a softball team.
Were they throwing a shift on him so he had to change his stance?
He said he wants to be a power hitter, hit those homers. So
here's the secret.
Shout out.
Want to be a power hitter? Work out a little bit more.
Hopefully you're hitting those home runs. Shout out. And
you know what?
There's been no shit outs lately. That's good.
Well,
except for somebody was.
Dude, I'm not happy. I'm not happy. I'm shitting out. I can't, but she's my wife, so I can't do that. But
you know what he's saying.
But you know who I would if I could. But also Jackson, Mariana, Rivera. Shift, is it ruining baseball? Find out next week. We'll talk about it.
What's your prediction for the Mariners?
They're gonna
World
make
Series.
They're gonna make. They're gonna make the playoffs.
Are they?
Postseason.
And then do what?
What are they gonna do in the playoffs?
I don't know. I hopefully win the AL pennant.
First series will be against the Astros.
You think so?
I think so.
They're gonna be the worst ranked wild card.
Kryptonite.
Craig, what's your projection?
I think they can make the playoffs.
I think they can make it.
I don't think they go past first round.
I just want them to make it. That's a win for me. That's my World Series.
It's been so long.
Yeah, just make it.
I think he told me that they haven't made the playoffs in his life.
Yeah,
because he's young enough to have that.
What year is he born?
2000 something.
Well, that made it since 01, right?
Yeah, I think it's 01.
It's 01. I think so.
We made it and we got rocked. We had like the winningest season.
It was like the one
Most
seed.
wins.
It was like the 1 seed losing to the 8 seed.
Are we talking about the Sonics versus
somebody
the
else
Nuggets
did
now?
that also?
Gosh, you're a jerk.
Hey, Sonics are going to come back.
I hope.
Expansion coming soon.
I hope. Everyone's pissed me off today.
I was giving you good luck to come back to
Thank you. You gave me Drew Lock.
Yeah.
How could we piss you off? We're here.
Yeah. It's happy. I'm happy. I'm happy you guys are here. Thank you. And then we got to start figuring out fantasy football stuff, and maybe I'll put together a league. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
If you put together a league, I'll make you logos for the teams.
Wow.
You should just start that right now.
I might just post it.
You need
right
to get 10 people.
I could easily get 6.
I thought you were going to go high, but no.
Well, and then the 3 of us is 9.
Who says you're invited, Craig? Craig, you ain't invited, pal. I'll invite Corey.
Hey, I'll draft and then give you my team.
Yes. He won't even know I run it.
Nope. And then at the end, you can win and then come out and be like, ah!
Jump out of a cake.
I beat you.
All right, everyone. Thanks so much for listening. Have a great week. Take care.
Goodbye.